I didn't have time for another identity crisis.
Hello, everyone. So, today, we're talking about the Enneagram personality test thing with my friend Dodie.
Hello. I don't know. I seem to preach about the Enneagram a lot. I don't know a lot about it. My friend Tessa Violet got me into it.
She got us all into it.
When I first heard of it, I was like, I do not care about
And then she was like, you're a number 4, and you were like,
I know, I was like, I feel attacked. How dare you?
Because this is also one that I don't really know much about. Again, Tessa taught us everything that we know. But essentially, there are 9 types.
There are 9 types. There are 9 types of needs that one person might have.
Oh yeah, because it's like
core
your need and then your fear.
Yes. The thing is, I talk about it as if it's like...
It's all bullshit. We already know,
I know
that all personality tests are bullshit, but now we're going to talk very enthusiastically about them.
It's so fun. And also, if nothing else, it does get you and your friends talking about what your core needs and fears might possibly be. So in a way, it's kind of not.
I feel like without some of these personality tests, I wouldn't have ever... Like, it wouldn't have come up in conversation, stuff about my friends that I now know.
Did you say you're a 7? You say you're a 7?
Yeah.
We'll find out.
Oh, yeah, so that's the thing. The way that you figured out what number you were, was that through those paragraphs?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, same.
So you can find, there's like 9, like, basically like short paragraphs about the types that just summarize it up without saying exactly what it is, and you just read them, and the one that hits you, or like you might find like 2 or 3 because you move to different numbers in health and stress. It's a whole thing. And yeah, I read the full one, which was like, I can't remember what it was, but it just hit me to my core.
I feel like those paragraphs are in a book somewhere, because a friend basically just sent me photos of them and was just like, read these. And I read them all, because each one is just describing a type of person, and then one of them I was like, oh my god, hit me! And then the paragraphs all have a letter, and then I was like, I'm this letter, and then he like was like, oh, it corresponds to this number, which was 7.
Would you say you have a wing? Any wings?
Okay, so this is the thing. I don't know which my wing is. Which my wing is?
What
is a wing, Dodie?
Okay, so if you're a number, you can have... I don't actually know if you can have both at the same time. I think if you have both, then your wings are balanced, or you can have neither. But you can have a wing of a number either side of it. For example, I'm a 4. I have a 3 wing.
So the 3 is like the ambitious one.
And so like whenever I accidentally name drop someone, or like I brag about something, I'm like, oh, I can do that. I'm like, sorry guys, that's my 3 wing. That's my 3 wing coming through.
Yeah, so my wing would either be a 6 or an 8. But I don't know. But I'm pretty sure the 6 is the one that is that wants security.
Security, loyalty.
Yeah. And then the 8, power and control. And I'm like, oh, I don't know which one of those is my secondary. I don't know. I'm pretty sure my boyfriend Dan is a 6, but he will not let me do any tests on him. He's like, it's all bollocks. And I'm like, no, but you're such a 6. So what I've done is I've got us codes for the official test, because neither of us have actually done it, and we're going to do that and find out if we actually are a 4 and a 7. Imagine if it comes out different.
It just won't. I mean, definitely not for me.
I feel like the only other one that I could potentially come out as is a 3.
Yeah.
That's the only
I
one.
would get 3 vibes from you. I have like this weird thing where like I'll meet someone and in my head I'll be like, they seem like a 9. Like, you know, and then like Tessa's like, you can't just tell people what they are, and I'm like, sure. But
that's such a 2.
Actually, Tessa now thinks she's a 4. She thinks she's just been living in stress her whole life.
Oh yeah, so that's the thing, like when you're healthy, when you're like happy and healthy and whatnot, you have your better qualities, and then you go, does your type change when you're stressed, or you start acting more like a different type when you're stressed?
You kind of take on those like
the more negative qualities.
Traits, yeah, exactly. But your core principle remains the same.
Okay, so type 1's need is to be right, to be good. They have an internal set of principles that they have to stick to, and that can make them quite judgmental. 2's need is to be needed. They will do that in whatever way they can. Type 3's need is for recognition and praise. Type 4's need is to be special, to have a significant identity. They tend to be artists and they're all melancholy. Type 5's are the most confusing to me. They need to collect information and observe. They just want to know as much as possible. Type 6 need is for security, for loyalty. They want everything in their life to be okay. Type 7's need is to have their needs fulfilled. Type 8's need is for control. And finally, type 9's need is for harmony and peace.
The best thing about the Enneagram is once you find out your number,
everything is about that.
Yeah, everything makes sense, and then like you'll read about it and you feel like embarrassed. You feel like the shame of like someone's like seen into your core, and you're like, oh no, they know. How dare they know? Every single type thinks their number is the worst. I think my number is the worst. What is worse than wanting to be special?
Everyone
it's so
wants to
selfish.
be special. We're taking the RHETI test. So the way that the test works is it says that it gives you, it's like that those two contradictory statements, and you pick like which is most like you. The example that they give on the page, which is like, this is how you do it. I've been romantic and imaginative, and then I've been pragmatic and down to earth.
All right. I feel attacked.
I already hate this because I'm like, I'm one of those people that's like, but I've been both.
Right.
And I feel like every time I've been romantic and imaginative, it's never worked out.
Well, maybe you've been pragmatic enough.
So, I don't know. But it does say that you shouldn't overthink it as well. 144 questions.
All right.
I already hate
it. Is this like recently?
It's so, in the instructions, it says, which one do you think you've been most of the time for your whole life?
Oh,
So it's...
obviously this one.
We're going to finish this and be right back.
Burb.
We did it. How
It was
did we
tricky.
find it?
Well, actually, I realised like halfway through, there were questions that weren't the opposite of each other.
Yeah, it
so
was
I think
weird.
they were trying to get you to like pick one that you favoured, that like your gut was like, oh, that one definitely, but I'm not sure about that
Yeah,
one.
there were some that were really obvious to me. Others, that weren't opposites, which confused me.
Yeah.
And then others where I disagreed with both of them.
Yes.
So I just
I was like,
picked the
neither
one
of
that
these
I
are me.
disagreed with the least.
Yeah. So ready?
Submit
test.
Dun, dun, dun.
What?
Yeah. Oh wait. Oh no, it gives you
What?
a score. I am mostly a 7. It's coming out as mostly a 7.
I'm mostly a 2.
And then you're a 7, and then you're a 4. Oh, this cool. Oh my god. I'm a 4 the least.
Oh, that's.
But okay.
Wow.
And then I'm a 3. I told you, type 3 is my next one. Oh, but then type 8 is equal to my 3.
Well, that makes sense because 7 and 8s. So maybe you do have an 8 wing.
But then like 6 is 5. Wow.
6, 7,
all
and
of
8
these
are
are
very...
really...
Yeah. Okay, so this is saying I got 25 score for type 2, the helper, which is what 4s move to in stress.
So maybe you're stressed right now.
Wow. Wow.
Oh, but a type 2 goes to a 4 in growth.
Yeah.
So like when you're like good, you're a 4. And
No,
then
I
when
don't
you're
think I
stressed, you're an 8. So a type 7 goes to a 1 in stress, which means I get really righteous.
Yes.
When I'm stressed.
Yes.
Like, that is morally wrong, you're
Yes.
evil.
Yeah.
I'm a 5 in growth,
So
which is
you-
the like
Yes.
investigated
You need information. Collect
info.
info.
Generally, 7s are excitable, spontaneous, curious, optimistic, eager, outgoing, future-orientated, adventurous, variety-seeking, quick and talkative. And 7s get into conflicts by being scattered, distracted, restless, impatient, thrill-seeking, escapist, overextended, irresponsible, demanding, and excessive.
Whoa. Do you relate?
I relate to some of them because
Okay.
I'm not really a scattered person, but I am like quite restless and demanding. And then at their best, 7s are appreciative, bountiful, thoughtful, accomplished, versatile, receptive, grateful, content, quiet, and passionate. At my best, I'm quiet.
No, I would not say that.
I feel like when I'm quiet, it means I'm content. Like I
Really?
definitely like, because I spend so much time alone here, like
Oh.
working alone.
This is telling me I'm a 2, but wait, I'll just read it out. Generally, 2s are caring, empathetic, warm, thoughtful, appreciative, generous, other-oriented, tactile, affectionate, well-intentioned, and demonstrated. 2s get into conflict by being people-pleasing. Okay. Alright, okay. Flattering, yes. Integrating, clingy, yes. Worried, possessive, okay. Insincere, seductive,
Ooh.
self-important, and self-deceptive. Well, I mean, all of that is me at my worst. So,
And then what's you at your best?
at the best, 2s are encouraging. Well, if I am a 2, which I'm not. 2s are encouraging, loving, self-nurturing, constant, joyous, humble, forgiving, gracious, and compassionate.
Aww. I mean, these are all, what's it called? Barnum phrases. The Barnum effect, that thing where it's like literally anyone could relate
Oh,
to
yeah,
these
yeah,
things. And as we've seen, you don't have to be a 2. You can decide you're a 4.
You're right. Although, like, I
It's all
decided how I'm a Ravenclaw.
Oh yeah, even though you came out as a Hufflepuff?
Yes.
And then you were like, nah.
Oh, this is so confusing now. Maybe I am a 2. Maybe I relate to the 4 so much.
Identity crisis!
Oh no!
It's kind of annoying going into it already knowing about the types and already
Yes.
knowing about the tests because
Yes.
you know, we were seeing questions and going, oh, this is
I
a
know,
2
exactly.
question.
Yeah, exactly. Type 4, the individualist. Generally, 4s are intuitive, sensitive, impressionable, quiet, no, introspective, passionate, romantic, elegant, witty, imaginative, and self-expressive. They get into conflicts by being moody, emotionally demanding, self-absorbed, withholding, temperamental, dramatic, pretentious, and self-indulgent. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I think we know which one now. Oh, no.
I think we know which one you want to be.
Yeah, you're right. And in
Which is
wanting
fine.
to be an individualist, surely that makes me the biggest fool.
Well, it depends. Like, are 4s the majority of the population? Because I wouldn't imagine.
How dare you, I'm attacked. At their best, 4s are creative, inspired, honest with themselves, emotionally strong, humane, self-aware, discreet, and self-renewing. I just relate to that.
You can be a 4. It's fine.
Thanks,
We
Hannah.
all know that it's bollocks. I'm annoyed it hasn't
Maybe.
given me what my wing is. 8 came highest, but only by 1 point
Huh.
from the 6.
Huh.
Maybe that's why I'm having a crisis over here,
Yeah.
because it's so close.
Do you feel like you need more control in your life or more security?
It's tricky because with the circumstances I'm in right now, I have the security and the comfort, like with my life, like the situation, my work is going well, my relationship, like I have this flat.
There's a guy called Sleeping at Last who's written songs around each of the Enneagram types, and he asked people with those specific types to play on the song. So I was in the song 4, I played clarinet. Awkward if I wasn't 4. Whoops.
It's just proof that there's a wasted $12.
You're right. And that's the real lesson to come from this, ladies and gentlemen. Capitalism.
Obviously, leave in the comments what your Enneagram type is. We want to know.
Yes, who are you? What are you?
What are
Do
your
you know?
deepest desires and needs? Please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Obviously, go check out Dodie's music. It's freaking great.
Aw, thank you.
And subscribe. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.
Bye. Can't believe I got a damn 2! My life.